And with halftime over, the Redskins trot out of the locker room. Coming out of the locker room a minute or two past the bell. Referee holding his hand on his shirt pocket as Noah steps into the goal. The rest of the starting 11 trots out onto the field. Winner of tonight's game will host in region play Tuesday as the Redskins, winning their first district championship last year, in good shape to repeat tonight, but will have to hold on against a very good Kingston team in the second half. And as long as the Redskins win, they will be right here at home, Dukes Field, road to Murfreesboro. Runs from goalpost to goalpost right here at Chig Ratledge Stadium. And I believe it's Cumberland County and Livingston Academy who are playing to determine the other side of those regional matchups. Again, next game hopefully will be right here at Dukes Field on Tuesday. The next 40 minutes will decide that. Redskins with a 3-goal cushion, but again, in tournament play, a winner has to be decided. So if this game were to be tied, we would go to 15 minutes of extra time, or I'm sorry, I think in high school it's 10 minutes of extra time. And if that's unable to break the tie, then you go to penalty kicks, FIFA style. And everybody's on the field. Center ref marks everything down in the book. And it'll be Kingston's kickoff. And there's the whistle to bring us back into play. And Kingston starts with possession in their own half. Ball up to the midfield. Dropped for possession. And tries to find the forward up front. That's intercepted by Vega. And it's a fight between him and the Kingston defender. Referee says contact's incidental. And it goes out for a Redskin throw. So if you put this in terms of March Madness, the round of 64 happened on Tuesday. There were 64 teams competing in district semifinals across the state. And even though we're playing today, no one's eliminated. This game's for seeding, and whether you get the silver or the gold plaque, the round of 32 will happen on Monday. Losers go home there. And then with Thursday of next week will be again for seeding and plaques. And then on Saturday, you play the Sweet 16, also known as the sectionals or the sub-state. And those 8 winners across the state of Tennessee will proceed to Murfreesboro, and where they will play at the Siegel Complex for the big trophy, as the Redskins calmly move it down to the Kingston box. Goalkeeper Jared Wittenbarger has a few words for his defense as it's cleared out of touch. Ball boy trots up. I said out of touch, but the coaches are calling for a corner. So let's see what is. Yes, it is indeed a throw-in. As Chewy Garcia's even with the PK spot, he throws it all the way to the 6, and the header from Jesus Lara doesn't even make it near the goal. Defended well by the Yellow Jackets. This is a game that's probably more akin to basketball than anything else. It's all about maintaining your offensive and defensive shape as you move together up and down the field, especially about how you move without the ball in your possession, how you shield your man, get between him and the goal. And Kingston is very good at that, very sound defensively, as the Redskins play around with it a little too carelessly close to their box, and they come out with possession in the midfield, looking for a runner up front. Juan touches it down, takes it to the touchline where it'll be possessed by Kingston. They drop it back to the left back, who tries to flip the field over to the right mid, drops it back to the right back, and he is in trouble, pressured by Cherinet. And Cherenet's going to take the ball away, move it into the box, but too coarse of a touch. Kingston's able to clear it out, and the ball's back up at the half line. As eventually the Redskin pressure regains them possession of the ball. And now it's back with Kingston, and the ball's going to be rolling harmlessly past the touchline to where Arturo Chiquis Lopez is going to bring the ball back in on a throw, and he elects to turn and just drop it to his center back up to Chiquis, back to Alfonso, center of the field to Oscar, pulls it back past the defender, back to Chiquis. He's going to flip the field all the way over to the far touchline to Chewy, moves the ball back to the center, and Kingston's going to take it there and run with it. As Oscar Vega goes to ground trying to take back position on the tackle, he gets more ankle than ball. That's going to be a free kick to the Yellow Jackets. So, the front of the circle from about 45 yards out, Jackets are going to put 5 men on the 18, and they've got a runner heading into the box. Unable to hit the timing on that play, the runner falls down, and the ball sails over everything. The only thing in danger there was the scoreboard, as Noah picks one up and is going to sit it on the 6-yard line. And we'll restart the 45th minute of play, the 46th minute of play, with Noah Fiesel's goal kick. Redskins leading 4-1 in the district championship game. Actually, pretty cleanly played game so far in spite of some wet conditions. These two teams very familiar with each other. Again, having played 5 times in the last 2 years. As Chiquis gets the ball, he runs the ball quickly up the near touchline, looking for Cherinet, can't find him. Ball eventually bounces around to Panchito, who moves it back to the center of the field, triple teamed, and Jackets will take the ball. The Redskins not moving it quickly enough. And as we compete for headers, referee gives a free kick, taken quickly by the Skins. Panchito gets it up to the middle to Alfonso, who finds Cherinet on the corner, tries to make his move into the box. Ball crosses over into the box, and he finds Oscar Vega, and his strike is going to be deflected. Nice crossover by Cherinet, crossing it just inside the PK spot. Oscar Vega goes for the one-timer. Kingston is there to deflect the ball out, eventually to a Chewy Garcia throw-in on the far touchline. And that throw is going to enter the box. Again, it's dangerous even in the fact that Chewy gets it into the box from there, because any foul on the play by Kingston automatically results in a Redskin PK. And the Redskins have just about been automatic on PKs this year. As Kingston sits it down after a Redskin foul, drives it up the center of the field where Kingston possesses at the half line, looking to go forward to Goss, and Kingston's through ball finds nobody but Jesus Lara, who can't control it. And Hayden Keller's throw in goes into the box. Nice positioning of his body by Jesus Lara to just shield off the offensive player, letting the ball roll back to the ball boy. And 48 minutes into this contest, Redskins still lead 4-1. And Noah sets his offense. That kick falls just at the front edge of the circle. And Redskins get caught with a little bit of jersey in the hand. It's going to be a Kingston free kick from about 40 yards out from the center of the goal. Again, Kingston only committing 5 to the 18-yard line. And they try to time the run. Kick is short, headed away by Kevin Navarrete, taken back by Kingston, blocked by the Redskins. And the counterattack is started by Alfonso Vega. Juan unable to keep it close. Kingston takes it back down the far touchline where it's knocked out by the Redskins. And debate over who it's out on. No, they were just communicating about something else between the ref and the AR. It's Kingston throw, and that throw never comes in. In high school soccer, that is one of the laws of the game modified by the TSSAA. A ball that never goes in results in a turnover. In most levels of play, that would have just been a rethrow, but not so here in the TSSAA as Kobe Waldrop brings it in for the Redskins, headed out by Kingston. He'll walk forward 15 yards, and we'll do it again. Kobe wins some brownie points with the referee by pointing to the throw-in spot. And eventually back off the thrower, Kobe Waldrop. And Kingston will bring it back in. Starting to feel like a real lull in the game as neither team is very crisp right now in possessing the ball. Redskins drop it back to their center back, who is under pressure, and Laura's able to just clear it downfield. Not the best case scenario right there. Kingston throws it back in, trying to move it up that touchline. So far, Kingston's mode of play, they've tried to attack up the touchline very unsuccessfully, and they're otherwise trying to go for the ball over the top, as they've not been willing to commit more than 4 or 5 to the attack, choosing to keep at least 4 back for fear of the Redskin counterattack and the speed that the Redskins can put up at the forward position. It'll be Kobe Waldrop again throwing in from about the same spot he pointed out earlier. Jumped and headed away by the Jackets, but that's going to be 30 yards to the Redskins' favor. Again, like earlier, keep the pressure on. Eventually, you're standing in front of the net. Chewy's throw-in's going to come 30 yards away from Jared Wittenberger. He gets it most of the way there, headed out by the Jackets. And they punch it forward where the strikers met by the header, Kevin Navarrete. Redskins take possession back. We're going to bounce it around just a little bit. And it's a foul called against the Redskins. And at the edge of the middle third, Kingston puts it in play, looking for a runner up the far touchline. Good-looking play. But again, Kevin Navarrete is there for the header, puts it out so the Redskins can set up the defense. As we drop 5 into the box. And it's Kobe Waldrop coming up, taking away possession on the throw-in. Juan unable to keep it close on the dribble. Ball punches up into the air. Juan goes back. Kingston forced to knock it out of play to keep it away from the one-man wrecking crew. Referee stops play for a sub as out goes Oscar Vega, the freshman, and in comes Ishmael Morales. Chewy's throw in finds its way all the way to the 6-yard line, but Cherinet vertically challenged against the Kingston fullbacks as they head the ball, but his presence enough to force the pressure that the ball, although headed away from his possession, it's headed off the byline. And that means another Redskin corner. And how many is that for the game? This is the 6th time the Redskins have stepped to the flag. Again, Skins with numbers in the box. This time a Alfonso Vega will take a few steps back. Skins put 6 up in the box. Charinet's ball floats beautifully to the center, where inside the 6-yard box, it's Kingston with the clearance. Beautiful corner kick. Chance for the Redskins. Kingston now on the counter, and it's a 2-on-1. And great job of stepping up right there by Kevin Navarrete, because that pass would have resulted in an offsides call. He had nothing to lose. Brilliant defending. And the Redskins punch it all the way down to the 18, where possession is fought over. Fans want a foul, but it'll be a throw-in for the Redskins. And Colby Waldrop's throw is going to be knocked out by a leaping header on the Yellow Jackets. And now here we are, about 30 yards from the keeper. Chewy's going to put the ball into the box, headed out again by Kingston. And the Kingston fullbacks have done well in this game with balls in the air, as they have thwarted several attempts by the Redskins on throws and corner kicks. And here, right on cue, another Kingston header puts the ball out of danger. Back to the 18, where a long shot by Alfonso Vega bends the wrong way. An out swinger where we needed an in swinger. Jared Wittenberger will step up and take a goal kick. 55 minutes of the 80 played. Redskins lead 4-1 in the district championship against the Yellow Jackets. Wittenberger's goal kick doesn't make the half line. Kingston does take possession, looking to drop it back and build up, looking for the ball straight ahead, and that's going to be all Jesus Lara. Again, Kingston trying to go for the ball over the top, or the through ball, especially favoring that far touch line. Ball thrown back in, fought over for possession, and that foul is going to be whistled against Ismael Morales. And Kingston will have a free kick from about 40 yards out, near that far touch line, as that looks like Marcus Bunch, who tees it up for the Yellow Jackets. This time Kingston commits men to the box, and they try to flood that back post, but the free kick sails too long. Defended by the byline, and Noah's going to play it short. And Jesus Lara just does give it an opportunity to clear the box. Looking for Chewy up front. That pass is missed. Redskins with the ball back in the center of the field to Panchito. Drops it to Ish. Back up to Juan, who is going to move it back to the center of the field to Ish. And he finds Chewy up in the center of the field of play. He's got options. Dribbles to the center, breaks one down, and he's going to take a shot from right at the 18. Diving save by Wittenberger, but nobody there to clean it up for the Redskins. The end result is the 7th corner kick for number 7, Chocolate Thunder, as we hope he is the only Thunder that graces Dukes Field tonight. Rain seems to have cleared out. Redskins leading 4-1 with 23 minutes to go. And we'll wait on the referee's whistle to start back play. Charinet's corner bounced around with a few headers, and finally cleared out. And that's off Kingston. It's going to be a Redskin corner back on the opposite side. The Redskins leading 4-1, and nope, it's not a corner. It's going to be a Redskin throw. And Chewy's throw, even with the 6-yard box, is headed out of play by the Jackets, and that is the 8th corner for the Redskins. Going to take a lot of contact in the box with the Redskins leading 4-1, already drawing one penalty in this game. It's hard to get a second. They need to focus on putting the ball in the net cleanly. Charinet's corner comes in low, punched by Wittenberger, still stays in play. Back up at the top of the 18, a one-timer by Alfonso Vega is missed. Redskins still in possession as they drop it back toward the middle third of the field. And a double team results in a Kingston throw-in as they'll come out of their own end. Time running out on a Yellow Jacket comeback with just 21 left, down 3 goals. And the ball still in their own half. And ball somehow missed by everybody, rolls all the way through to Kevin Navarrete. And it's going to be Lara forward to Cherinet, and he's going to use his speed to go around the outside. He tries to cross it into the middle, finds Ponchito, makes the run. Ponchito looking for Chewy. Chewy drops it over to Juan, and that's going to be cleared out by the Jackets. Some selfless play there by the Redskins, just couldn't get the timing to get a look at goal. And it goes out. It's going to be a Redskin throw-in. And Colby Waldrop's going to hand the ball to Chewy Garcia. Is going to be limited only by the fence. As he runs forward, puts the ball up close to the 6, headed out again by the Jackets. Again, consistent play by the Kingston fullbacks. And that throw-in never happened as the Redskins have 2 subs waiting. Into the game is coming, it looks like Oscar Vega and Jonathan Nicholas. And out for the Skins went Juan Navarrete and Sergio. Did you catch that other one? And Ish Morales. Thank you, Coach. And this time the ping pong battle is won by the Yellow Jackets, and it'll be their throw to restart play. And the throw up near the midfield line is unable to be controlled by the Kingston forward. And the Redskins back on the ball with the throw of Colby Waldrop. No, the throw, it looks like the throw's going to happen way further up than it looked like. Guess the ball didn't come in. Chewy threw it from about the 20-yard line. Either way, Redskins get a shot, but don't get much on it, so that's going to pad the stats of one Jared Wittenberger. So he makes the save, and his punt's going to fall to the midfield line, where it'll be won by Kevin Navarrete. Wins it the battle, and 1-on-2. Forward finds Chewy Garcia looking for Cherinet running, deflected by the Jackets, almost to Cherinet. And now Cherinet challenges for the ball at the edge. One back by Alfonso Vega. He moves the ball up. He and Cherinet switch positions. Alfonso down at the corner looking for something. It's going to be touched out by the Jackets, and that'll be a Redskin throw. And Redskins will bring Chewy Garcia over to throw it in. It's a Redskin shift. Again, this is just like running a set play. Skins stack it up near the PK spot. Chewy's throw in is low and driving. Headed out the byline by Kingston. Referee calls a foul. You'll have to watch that one back in slow-mo. Didn't catch what it was. Oh, he called it out on Loudon. I assumed there was a foul away from the ball because it looked like that ball was clearly off 2 Yellow Jackets. So it's a goal kick. Won by Oscar. Back to Kingston, back to Lara, back to Alfonso. Drops it to his younger brother. Out to Colby Waldrop, who looks up the line. Finds Chewy Garcia. He's got options in the middle. There's Oscar Vega. Tackle made by Kingston. And they're going to try to move the ball up, and that pass is to Jesus Lara. Nobody running for the Jackets. Back up to Cherinet. And looking for the pass up to Cheekys. It's not there. Back to Alfonso. Over to Oscar. Chewy flicks it on, and Cheekys is not going to be able to win that ball as the Jackets clear it once again. But they don't clear it far, and now it's back to Yona Nicholas. Looking for a ball up to the center. Pushed away by number 17, Preston Allen, and that'll be a Yona Nicholas throw-in. And he goes long looking for Chewy. Little miscommunication, but the Jackets put it out, and it's a Redskin throw near the flag. So Chewy's throw will come even from about the 6-yard line. And once again, the Redskins will take the opportunity to pour men into the box. Once again, Kingston heads the ball up. Charinet taps it back out to Chewy. He's still got it just inside the box. Cross on the ground. That's blocked. Something from Charinet there. I'm not sure if he was crossing it, shooting it, or what, but he blasted all the way out the other touchline for a deep Kingston throw. And the Jackets will sub, bringing on some fresh legs. Referee whistles play to resume with 16 minutes to go in the game. Redskins leading 4-1 in the District 5 AA championship game. Skins have been in control from early on in this game, maintaining the vast majority of possession, especially possession on the offensive side of the field. Kingston's had very few touches up near the box of the Redskins. And the Skins moving the ball around well as they look for something, and it's finally taken away by the Yellow Jackets, as looks like Isaac dribbling the ball up the field before finding Jesus Lara's clearance down near the flag. And just as I announced the lack of Kingston touches near the Redskin box, here's going to be one as they throw it in from the flag. That ball's all the way to the PK spot before it's headed. One timer by the Jackets is going to sail over the goalpost. And that's something you'll see a lot in high school soccer as a striker tries to hit a ball on the volley up in the air. The only way to strike that ball is to get your knee pointed at your target and swing your leg over it. And the uppercut flies through the football uprights. As the goal kick is controlled from Noah Fiesel to Charinet Fiesel, who breaks down on the dribble. He's all the way to the top of the arc, and he is going to score. Almost an individual effort there by Chocolate Thunder. In the 66th minute of play, goal by Loudon's number 7, Charinet Chocolate Thunder Fiesel. And that'll bring the score, Redskins 5, Yellow Jackets 1. Hey. What's that? So, and it was, as we resume in the 66th minute of play, Noah's goal kick comes up to Charinet near the midfield line where he has to fight for possession. Goes up the touchline, sees lots of green pasture in the middle, dribbles it all the way to the top of the arc, and fires right off that right goalpost, again against a very talented Jared Wittenberger. And the shot's just too much. As we've restarted play here, Kingston's able to move the ball down in Redskin territory, and they're going to get a free kick from the same spot they just were scored on from the other end. Very, very dangerous position as Noah sets the wall. Referee marches back, steps off the 10 yards, and it looks like there's going to be 5 on the wall for the Redskins. And as a goalkeeper, your biggest fear is that somebody moves on the wall. And Chewy trots in to help with the defense, and the Redskins have 3 off the wall to defend the runners. And it's Lara with the header on a very strong strike by the Yellow Jackets, and the ball's back to midfield in the possession of the Redskins. And it's Alfonso up to Charinet, looking for a runner in the middle, looking for Chewy Garcia, a little too heavy on the pass. Back to Alfonso, it's deflected to Yona, up to Charinet, who is dropping it to Alfonso. Tries to flip the field to the other side to Rufino. And that ball is going to be intercepted by the Jackets, who try to play it up the other touchline. Deflected by the Redskins. Alfonso unable to keep possession on the overlap. He had some room there. Back to the Jackets. Still Kingston insisting on holding that fullback line and that defensive mid. Down 4 with 12 minutes to go. Still not committing to the attack, but that's going to be a yellow card. In the 68th minute of play, yellow card on the Loudon Redskins. So that foul on Oscar Vega is going to be a yellow card, and not sure what communications transpired between him and the center ref thus far in the game. This is about the time when you see that kind of foul get carded if you've been warned. Not sure if that's happened or not. So he'll have to go off in high school action. That's 2 minutes on the bench. And in for the Redskins is Mario Lopez. Scored in the last game for the Redskins, and it's he who goes after the clearance, unable to get there. Redskins fought for it. Kingston goes to ground, comes back up with the ball. Again, good tackle by Mario, but Kingston retains possession. But for the Jackets, it's 5-on-9 back there, and they're just unable to possess the ball and make any kind of moves, cuts, drives, or create any passing lanes into that Redskin box. Oscar Vega. Conferring with the scorekeeper. And it's back to the Redskins, and it's Alfonso Vega up to Luke Ambern to the center of the field where the Kingston Yellow Jackets will knock it away. Back up to Luke again, looking for Mario, too strong. Luke trying to dribble up that far side, touch is too heavy, and that says a little bit right there. Instead of trying to possess the ball and move it back up the field, Kingston elects to just kick it out. And it's going to be a Redskin throw from just beside the box. And Yona's throw makes it all the way through. Nobody there for the Redskins who can get a foot on it. Kingston puts a foot on it, and it's out the other side. So Yona will cross the field and throw it back in from the near touch line. This time from beyond the 18. And that throw sails in toward the penalty spot, cleared out, and Kevin Navarrete comes up from his center back position, tries to drive one in from 35 yards out, but it's going to sail wide left. With 10 minutes on the clock and the Redskins leading 5-1 in the championship game, Yellow Jackets try to build the ball back up in possession. It's taken away by Yona, who takes it back down the touchline, cuts into the box, lets it get just a little too far away from him, and Kingston's able to clear it away. But the left wing back for the Redskins, his eyes got kind of big there as he had a look at the keeper. And as the ball comes back into play, battle for possession, and it comes out to Loudon's Kevin Navarrete, who gives it back to the Yellow Jackets, who gives it back to to Yona. And a brief tennis match ends with a Redskin throw-in. Redskins continuing to keep fresh bodies in the game. And out goes Cherinet and Cheekies. And in comes Hossie and Rufino. We're also going to have a goalkeeper switch as Sergio Renteria enters the game. And it'll be Sergio, number 32, between the sticks for the Redskins for the final 9. As the throw-in comes in and knocked back out by Kingston's number 6, Hayden Keller. Yona Nicholas will throw it again. This time he'll drop it back to his center back, who hits the ball up past the half line. And all in all, it's the Jackets who take possession in the center of the field. A lot of contact between Ish and the Kingston player. No call. Eventually it's a pickup ball for keeper Wittenberger. His punt's going to fall in the circle. Touched away by Kevin Navarrete. High kick by the Jackets. Play goes on as number 5, Cade Roberts, tries to find a runner. And all he finds is the Redskin defense. As now it's Rufino Rodriguez challenging for possession on the sideline. And that ball goes out. There's a whistle and a card. And that card looks to be on Loudon's number 5, Kevin Navarrete. In the 73rd minute of play, yellow card shown to the Loudon Redskins. Restarting with a free kick off the yellow card, as Kevin will have to sit at least 2 minutes, and he'll go to the sideline and be coached up by assistant coach Edwin Garcia. With the clock stopped, Kingston will set up for the free kick. They've got 5 men from the center of the arc all the way back toward this near touch line. It's the clock's down there. The official is asking for 7 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. So as we wait for the clock to be set by the timekeeper, it's at Redskin Vol 55, Ronald Roberts stepping up, putting 7:30 on the clock. Center ref's happy, blows the whistle. Kingston makes the run, and it falls to the near post, headed away. Kingston takes possession back, and it's the Redskins' Johnny Hernandez who clears it back out of play. Redskins try to pick the ball up, but that's a Kingston throw. And with 7 minutes and 8 seconds, it'll be the Yellow Jackets throwing it back into play, trailing 5-1. Flicked on, and that's into the arms of Sergio Renteria as he gets his first touch of the game, and he's going to roll it out to his left wing back, Jonathan Nicholas, who punches it all the way up to Mario Lopez, unable to take possession. Headed back to Mario, and he's got the ball. He's got a runner on this left side, Luke Ambern. Luke is able to keep the ball in, and a sliding Marcus Bunch knocks the ball out of play for a Redskin throw-in as they quickly move the ball up the field. Redskins are willing to commit men forward. As Kingston drops 10 into the box. The throw goes all the way to the 6-yard line, headed out again by the Yellow Jackets. Yona tries to center it. That's to Haase, back out to Rufino. And he drops it back to Haase. And Haase double-teamed over on the far touchline. Dribbles around, finds Alfonso Vega open in the middle of the field. Dribbles by one, taken away by another, and Alfonso's going to get called for the foul as he makes contact with the back of the Kingston defender. And just outside the 18, it'll be a Kingston free kick going the other way. We got 5.5 minutes left. Redskins lead 5-1. And that ball, looking to flip the field on the free kick, goes out of touch, and it'll be thrown back in on the near side by Jonathan Nicholas. Throws it down the field, finding Mario Lopez. Possesses the ball, not pressured, looking for Luke's run on the left side. Not there, turns around, drops it back to Alfonso, who moves it over to Haase. Hossie will bring it back, dribbling backwards, brings it back over to Yona Nicholas, back up the touchline to Luke Amber, into the middle to Mario Lopez, who takes about a 30-yarder, which is picked up easily by Jared Wittenberger. His punt will land just on the plus side of the half line. And in the battle for possession, whistle blown. Referee reached toward his shirt pocket, but Kingston will not draw the card. And it'll just be a free kick to the Redskins from their own side of the half line as they look to push the ball back into Kingston territory. 4 minutes on the clock. Redskins leading 5-1 in this district championship game. Again, both of these teams have already punched their ticket into the regional semifinals next week. This is for first place in the district and home field advantage on Tuesday. And barring a miracle, it looks like that's going to be an advantage that belongs to these Los Indios as the Kingston player on the opposite side argues with the official that he did not commit the foul. There are two Redskins down. The official is checking on, can't see who that is over there, as he's checking on Hossie Vasquez. Meanwhile, the free kick's going to happen about 15, 20 yards upfield. This one's going to come from about 35 yards out, and it's Jesus Lara who steps up to the ball to take the kick. Jesus pointing ahead, saying that I don't have 10 yards, sir. Would you please move them back? And referee's going to eyeball this one and not step it off. Moves them back about 6 feet and says, let's play soccer. So inside of 3 minutes, it's going to be Jesus Lara who steps up to the ball. Still waiting on the signal from the official, and there's the whistle at the 2-minute, 32-second mark. Lara's ball going for goal, and it's going to, looks like maybe split the uprights. And the ball belongs to number 24, Jared Wittenberger, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the game. And Wittenberger's goal kick sails near the half line where it's headed twice by Alfonso Vega. And the referee's going to put Alfonso in the book. Not seemed like a common foul at best, but again, don't know what's transpired on the field. Alfonso looked to have a hand on the Kingston player as he went up for the second header, but in the 68th minute or in the 78th minute of play, yellow card shown to the Loudon Redskins. So Alfonso will watch the rest of the game from the bench as he doesn't have 2 minutes left, and the Kingston free kick is a good one from Marcus Bunch, but it's going to sail long. Unable to get a head on it back in the box was the Kingston forward. Couldn't see a number there. We'll restart with Jesus Lara's goal kick. And good job by Rufino of getting up and heading that ball back into play. And that's going to be up to Mario. Tries to make the pass to Rufino on the run. Kingston says no way on that one. And it's out of play for a Redskin throw. And Cheekies controls the ball, looking for Mario up front. Able to touch the ball up to Rufino. He's got it 1-on-2. And there's a collision between the Skins and the Jackets. AR waves his flag for a foul, and it's going to go against Rufino Rodriguez. And the Kingston Yellow Jackets, with 40 seconds left on the clock, will take a free kick going the other way. Very well-played game so far. And that's going to be a yellow card on the challenge against the Jackets. In the 80th minute of play, yellow card shown to the Kingston Yellow Jackets. And the clock's going to tick away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your Loudon Redskins, Los Indios, are back-to-back District 5 AA champions. Congratulations to the Redskins, who will host the next home game right here on Dukes Field. That'll be in regional play. We'll have that for you next Tuesday. And a very well-played game by both sides as the Redskins win this one 5-1. So stay tuned. We're going to shake hands here, and then we will have awards for all district, first, second team, and MVPs.